my studios to have a quick chat with Alison Balsom about her new disc, Sound the Trumpet, music from the Royal Courts of Handel and Purcell. Alison, hi, it's very nice of you to make time to speak to us. I wondered if you could tell us first of all where the idea came from. Did you set out to make a disc of world music for the Jubilee, or did the programme just sort of fall into place?
No, it's a complete coincidence.
All right.
It was actually because this is really the golden age of the trumpet, this music. And this is what I love, this is what I listen to for fun. And so this album has been in my head for many, many years. Trevor Pinnock and the English Concert were the performers on the very, very first classical recording I ever heard when I was about 10 or 11. So this is a dream to work with them. And the music itself, Purcell and Handel, we're playing it on authentic instruments. And of course there are many original pieces for a trumpet by Purcell and Handel, but then we decided to delve a bit deeper and see what else we could find that was unexpected and that we could perhaps transcribe for the trumpet, which is a very hard thing to do because the natural trumpet doesn't have valves, and it means you can't transpose, and there's many notes not available to you. But through a great labour of love, we managed to do it, and I'm very proud of this album.
Yeah, it's fantastic, fantastic idea. And I love that we've got music that's written for fictional kings and queens like King Arthur and Fairy Queen, and also ceremonial things for Queen Anne, so the concept works beautifully, I think. Are these your own transcriptions?
Yes, I mean, Trevor and I worked on them together. We spent many months on this. In fact, we spent longer on the transcriptions, the adaptations, and the nuts and bolts of how to make it work without taking anything away from the original. That we, the actual performance side of it, me playing the natural trumpet, this was left very late. And normally I would love to spend much more time just playing the trumpet, but with this it was like, the music obviously has to come first, and just keeping the music intact was our first priority. But luckily, on the sessions, Trevor made it a joy. He was able to keep the atmosphere of each piece, keep the atmosphere amongst me and the orchestra, and it meant that they have a feeling which is very alive and very live, which I'm very pleased with.
Yeah, it's there, and the first track's fantastic. And is that one of your transcriptions?
Yes, that's it. Yeah, Scintillator. And yeah, when I suggested it to Trevor, he sort of thought I was a bit crazy, but it is so. It's so joyful and so virtuosic and such a wonderful long line. It reminds me of Cecilia Bartoli, an amazing singer. And I just thought, what a wonderful way to start the album.
You love to start the disc, I think. What about working with the singers? I mean, did you need to actually transpose any of the tracks so that it would work with an actual trumpet? And did that take the singers into different keys?
No, actually, we didn't do that at all. We didn't transpose because in the Baroque era, transposing can make a very different colour because the instruments are not equal temperament, meaning that, with modern instruments, playing in any key is it doesn't make that much of a difference in terms of timbre, whereas with the old instruments it makes a huge difference, so we didn't want to do that at all possible, so we didn't do that. It just created more problems for me, but it meant that they got to sing in the way that they wanted to sing, and that was a joy. I have to say that both singers, Yeston Davies and Lucy Crowe, they did inspire me very directly. I'd get to the next phrase and I'd wonder what I could do with it to make it really special, and then they would start the phrase and I would answer it, and I'd listen to what they did, and it would just become completely clear to me what I could then do in answer. So that kind of collaboration is a joy. It doesn't happen that often, but it was a total joy working with them. They're such esteemed musicians.
The two tracks with the vocalists are fantastic. The Sound of Trumpet, one of my colleagues actually thought it was a different piece. Someone was vaguely familiar, but also it seemed completely new. Is it a sort of technical effort to blend the timbres between you and Yeston particularly? They complement each other so well. Was that something you really worked at, or did it just fall together?
Actually, we didn't. Eternal Source of Light Divine is originally by Handel for countertenor and trumpet, so we know that it works, and it's a wonderful piece, and we were very pleased to include it. So Sound the Trumpet was just the next step to that. Of course, it's called Sound the Trumpet. It's kind of asking to be played on the trumpet, and so I simply took the lower countertenor voice line and put that on the trumpet, and it pretty much works. There's a couple of notes which don't exist on the trumpet, which I kind of bent with my lips down to making it sound like they're there. But mainly they were.
It's pretty straight, isn't it?
Mainly it was just playing the voice part, and just very much as Yeston takes the top line, very much taking his lead. I learned so much from singers. I listen to singers all the time because it sort of influences how I make a phrase. And it wasn't a large leap really.
And what about there are a few things on here that aren't particularly solistic in their original guise, things like the water music. Have you embellished the first trumpet parts, or are you playing them pretty much as is?
The water piece is actually a strange amalgamation of music by Handel, and he actually made the suite before he wrote the water music. He took the first movement and put it in water music, and it's very much part of the trumpet player's repertoire. This suite of music, but it's been sort of pulled from all over the place. But it's a lovely way of showing a kind of showing the trumpet in its different different moods in each finishing with the obligatory march is an important piece in our repertoire.
Yeah, it's a lovely sort of encapsulation, I think.
Yeah, that's the word exactly. Yeah.
So is it just to finish off? This is all the natural trumpet, is it?
It's all on the natural trumpet. No cheating.
No cheating.
There's not even any. Okay, let's stop the take now and change the pipes on the trumpet to get a different key to get new notes, which I even thought I might have to do at one point.
I wondered.
Yeah, no, that would be completely. We decided that would be a complete cheat. We weren't doing that.
Okay, integrity is happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's even more impressive. But just as best as the was. But very much looking forward to hearing the predictions sometimes. Wonderful.
Thank you.
And that will be out on the 15th of October.
That's right. Yeah.
In England, we will have sound samples available on the website very soon.